I know. I can't see.
Me neither.
These are going to be so fun to look at years later. There.
Okay. There we are.
I'm going to bring it down so that maybe if I do this... Oh gosh. I have to go backwards. Oh well.
Okay. That was
good enough.
Sure, sure. We were here. We're here.
Hi everyone. Welcome back to Sanz Family Adventures. Apparently I had forgotten that we went to New York again, just Javier and I, before we did another Disney trip. So unfortunately this is not a Disney trip video. This is actually going to be a New York video. But fittingly enough, it was actually almost exactly 4 years ago today when this video comes out. So this video should be coming out on Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. And we're all so thankful for everything that you do for us. And so what we did was, it was about the weekend before Mother's Day, that we decided to have a trip to go to New York, just Javier and I, after Clara was born. And it was a couple weeks before her birthday, and it was also our anniversary. So our anniversary is on May 8th. And so it was just kind of a fun time for us to go out. It was a fun time for us. It was the first time that we'd actually left and done something without Clara after she was born back in 2016. So this would have been May of 2017. So I hope you enjoy this little trip down memory lane. Some of the things that we are going to do is we went to a Broadway show, because I told you after the first time we went to the Broadway show, we have to go to Broadway every time we're in New York. We just have to. So I'm still trying to figure out if we go to New York again. Well, not if, but whenever we go back again, we want to take Clara with us this time. So it's like, what show can we take Clara to that she's either A, not going to be like afraid of, or it gets like dark and scary, or it might not be scary but dark, and B, that she would actually have interest in for long enough to actually stay entertained for the whole show. So if you have any ideas, let me know of some fun, like kid-friendly Broadway shows. That would kind of be cool. So speaking of kid-friendly Broadway shows, we went to The Lion King, and it was wonderful. I mean, it was insane. It was wow, that's really all I can say about it. But I wouldn't necessarily call that kid-friendly. That was some heavy stuff, man. It was beautifully done, and everything was just so amazing. It was kind of mind-boggling how wonderful it was. We loved it so much. We did it the first night we got there, so we kind of tend to do that. The first night we get there, we go to a Broadway show the first day. After we kind of tour around and do like some stuff, we go get some food. I think we actually walked down from our hotel down to, actually down to Chinatown in Little Italy. So that was a decent long walk, but we had a fun time doing it. I think there's some stuff in there of what we saw along the way. But that night then we went to Lion King, we saw that. The lobby was amazing. I had no idea that like from the outside when you're in Times Square and you look up and see like, oh, the Lion King advertisement, that's literally the lobby. You'll see it, what I mean. It's really cool. So what else do we do then? Then we just kind of meandered around Times Square, and you know, we went to the Disney store because that's me. I think we went to the Disney store at least 2 times this trip, maybe 3. I'm not quite sure. It was a lot. We went to the Disney store a lot. So what else did we do? We went up to Rockefeller Center, like we typically do, you know. But it was the first time that I'd ever seen it without being Christmas. And it was really weird to be walking around and not freezing cold. It was beautiful though. They had it all spring and like water fountains and like going down towards where the angels go in Rockefeller Center. They were like fountains heading down to what was no longer an ice skating rink, but was a patio for restaurants and outdoor seating. And it was very pleasant to be able to walk and not be freezing cold the entire time. One of the cool things that we had to do, we went into the Lego store that's right there in the Rockefeller Center area, and inside the Lego store was a model built with Legos of Rockefeller Center. And it was amazing. And you know, like they all have their cameras out and everyone's trying to get their camera shot of it and everything. And there was this employee, and he was offering to take your camera and like put it inside, like, you know, so you have like an actual first person view of the different items inside the display. And it was awesome. I mean, he didn't have to be doing that, but he was just volunteering, hey, can I have your camera? So he was really great. I wish I got his name, but I didn't get it, unfortunately. But thank you, because that's such an awesome thing to have. So besides going around Central Park, we also went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art twice this time. We kind of split it up. We did part of the museum one day and then part of the museum another day. And that was just kind of nice because then you didn't feel so rushed. Like I I love the museum. I would live in there if you let me, but I obviously can't. So it was nice to like take your time and not feel quite so rushed to try and see everything all at once in one day. So that was really cool. The second day that we went, we actually started at the Museum of Natural History in the morning, and we saw some dinosaurs and all that fun stuff, and that was fun. And after we saw the dinosaurs, I think we actually did we go straight through? We must have been following a map, because I can't trust us. I think we walked up a little ways and then crossed over Central Park to go to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. But since we went through Central Park, there's actually, what do they call it? Cleopatra's Needle, which is out there, and it's an artifact that they have, and it's actually outside. And so you can see the needle, and then at one point you can see the museum behind it. And so then we went into the museum afterwards and spent the rest of the afternoon there and had a great time. Like I said, I love that place. I'd live there if you let me. So, you know, we did basically the same kind of things that we do when we go to New York typically. We do some shopping and we have fun in like the Times Square area. And like I said, go to the Disney store a few times, because I just like the Disney store. It's fun. And, you know, we see the historical things and we go to museums and we do all that. So, but on the last day we went down to the financial district again, just because we seem to wait to do the financial district until the end there. And we were just kind of exploring and doing some things, and we were looking for something else, but we didn't actually have time to go over to that area, but we did have time to kind of stay in this area that we were at. And we ended up across the street. I didn't know what it was. I apparently was ignorant of where I was, but I then read the sign that says it's St. Paul's Cathedral. I think it's Cathedral. Yes, St. Paul's Cathedral of Trinity Church. So I didn't know much about it until after I got to spend some time there and then coming back home and doing some more research on the building. So the building is very old. They were celebrating their 250th anniversary for the entire year in 2017. So it had obviously been around for quite some time. My camera died on me, so if I'm in a different position or something like that, I don't know. We're gonna go with it. We'll try. So I think I was talking about the church. So I did look it up. So St. Paul's Cathedral of Trinity Church was finished. It was opened to the public in 1766. So that gives you a little bit of a time era of when it was. So like we found out later, apparently like in the Trinity Church cemetery, some notable people that are actually buried there are Alexander Hamilton and his wife Elizabeth Schuyler and Angelica Schuyler. They're all there. And so, I mean, this church had historical significance for sure. Apparently also George Washington's inaugural service, he had a church service, it was held at this church. And because at the time, of course, New York City was operating as the nation's capital. So that's where they held a service that day of his inauguration, which was really cool to find out afterwards. So, you know, found this out all later, but we did spend some time there. We walked in because we saw some people kind of moving around and moving about. And we walk in and I see some musicians are setting up some things, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. We won't stay too long, then we'll just kind of look around and get kind of a glimpse of what's going on, and then we'll get out of here because they're obviously doing something. And so as we're looking around, someone actually approached us and said, hello, would you like to join us for our concert today? And we're like, concert? Well, what concert is that? And they were telling us they were having a community noontime concert that apparently they hold them kind of frequently apparently at the church, and it was a Baroque concert. So Javier and I were like, yes, we will stay there and listen to this awesome concert that they were giving for free randomly on a weekday. I don't even know, it was like a Monday or something. So it was really awesome. And it was like a sack lunch kind of deal. So like people came in with like their bag lunches and they would sit there in the pews and have this beautiful music. I mean, these musicians that were there that day were musicians from the New York Philharmonic. This was not just some kind of like get together. No, this was a perfectly legitimate Baroque concert. And if you think about it, the fact the church was finished and opened to the public in 1766, that's technically only 16 years removed from the actual Baroque music period ending. So it's kind of mind-blowing that we were listening to music that probably would have been coming over to America around that same time as it was and being still popular at the time in a church that was there in the middle of all these skyscrapers. And you know, that's one of the things that I just really love about New York. And it's not just about the cool, oh, it's a hip place. Oh, hip, I said the word hip. That ages me. My birthday's coming up. I'm officially definitely in my 30s, not just, you know, oh, I'm only 30. So anyway, I'm old now, but but it's a really, I just love it so much. You have the bustling of everything going around you with it being a city, and there's an energy there that is unlike any other city that I've been to. But then you also have around the corner, and just accidentally stumbling upon places like this, that it's the oldest continually used building in New York City, and it's still being used as it was intended and has been. And you should look, maybe I'll put a link in the description box below of this wonderful place, and it's just amazing. We really enjoyed it. And you know, one of the things that was it was kind of surreal. We're sitting there listening to this Baroque music on period instruments in this church from 1766. And underneath us then we feel the subway going by, and you can feel everything rattle, and you hear the noise of the subway under you, and no one cares. It's just what happens, and you go with it because that's what this place is. That's just, you know, in my mind, that's the beauty of what New York City is. And it was a really, really great way to end our time there. And I don't know, it's one of the most fun memories that I have when I think back of going to New York, of any trip to New York that we've taken. Alright, so as my battery did die, I have apparently rambled on plenty long this time, so I'll stop talking, and I promise I was not trying to lead you astray when I said in the last video that we'd actually be going to Disney. We will be going to Disney next, so I hope to get some of those videos up, and Clara will be back to do the intro video with me. So I know she was a favorite, and everyone kind of liked seeing her, and she was awfully excited to do it, so she'll be back again next time. But you know what, for now, let's go back to New York in 2017, and let's go have some fun.
Okay, here we are on our first day in New York. Right in front of...
Flatiron Madison's fraternity.
And the subway going right underneath us. South on 5th. We're headed to go eat some Chinese food.
Quick ban. These are our seats. Okay. Goodbye.
Flip that thing over.
After everything we've done today,
Yes.
we're over here.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Oh wait, I have to do this backwards. Okay.
What if you just came out of Hillary?
Mikey.
Did you like it?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Very nice.
Is that all you have to say now?
That was great. Fantastic. Blew our minds. Times Square.
As you can see behind us.
We just got out of the Lion King. Hillary is on a rush.
Wait, what about you?
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, pretty.
All right, flip it around and let's get some nighttime Times Square. And if the weather's really nice, it's what, maybe in the 50s?
Probably.
But it feels pretty good. It's really bright.
There's the Disney store. I want to go over there.
Guess where we're going.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
All right.
All right, it's Saturday.
Yes, and we're at Bryant Park.
Yes.
We're walking to
6th Avenue. Yeah, we're gonna go Rockefeller Center and walk around there.
Yep.
Okay, pretty Bryant Park.
It's the library. This is the back of the library. There's carousel. And there's ping pong. There's ping pong tables and people playing ping pong.
And the Chrysler's over there.
The Chryslers too. The trees over there. I got a picture of it. Alright, ready?
Yep.
Let's walk down the street and then I'll... I love these lampposts. Steps. Yeah, that's what I was at. There we go. Keep going around here. There's Radio City Music Hall. This is part of Rockefeller. And then there's this night show starting in town. It's right there. Rockefeller when it's not Christmas. Which means there's like seating area and people eating. And the fountain is going. Where the fountain goes? I can't remember. Does fountain go?
I don't remember.
It's a beautiful day though. Here, come here. Alright.
Uh-oh.
I know. I can't see.
Me neither.
These are going to be so fun to look at years
Yeah.
later. There.
Okay, there we are.
I'm going to bring it down so that maybe if I do this... Oh gosh. I have to go backwards. Oh well.
Okay, that was
Good enough.
Sure,
Whoa.
sure. We were here. We're here.
We're here. Oh, pathetic. sitting on a bench over there. His feet are tired. Taking a little walk through Central Park. There's a duck. Or something. I'm not sure. It's weird to see it be so green. Last time we were here, it was very brown. Hi.
Oh. Ooh, you can get Central. You can get the museum from here, right there.
Yep. You're part of it.
Yes.
So we saw a new dinosaur. Would you like to talk about that? Because it was too loud in there to talk about what it was.
New
Titanosaur.
Titanosaurus. There you go. Titanosaurus. Because it was really big.
And it's so new. They don't have a name for the species yet. We're a little beat down, but
We've
we're
done
here.
a lot. Yes.
And oh, I can't see. Oh wait, there we go. Part of Times Square. That's where we were the other night with the Lion King. So that's the theater we were in right there. We're going to walk over there. The Disney store is on that side. We're going to go up there, see if we can find something for Miss Clara. But there's one end of it. That's the Paramount building right there at night. It's got a Hard Rock Cafe at the bottom. Alright. Alright. So I was looking up here and it looks like up there is the ball that they dropped. And it changes color. And then there's the Lion King. I just wanted to get that too one more time. You can actually see inside the theater. That's the inside lobby area that we were at and filming from the other day. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say anything. We're in the Disney store in Times Square. We're just taking a look all the way around.
We're gonna buy one like that and put it in the living room.
Yeah, let me check that big.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Where are we, Hillary?
We're at the Brooklyn Bridge.
Park. Brooklyn Bridge Park. Dumbo Park.
Well, it's pretty much right there. So,
okay.
Here, I'll show you.
If you look way out there, there's the Statue of Liberty. She is.
We're still in the same place.
Oh, we are.
But we're just sitting down now.
Yeah. I still can't think of how to work this thing backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to turn this. Okay. Alright. Do you want to see it again?
Yeah, let's flip it around, Hillary. Nice little park view there.
It is a bit chillier today.
But it's sunnier and clear.
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, that's not a complaint. It's just funny. Alright. I kind of know where we are a little better now because we were kind of turned around. So, if you look over here, that is the top of the Chrysler building. I don't know if it's focusing or not. That is the top of the Chrysler building over there. And if you look, sorry, over there, that is the top of the Empire State